I want to install these power outlets in my car. One's like for a cigarette lighter plug, and the other one is power delivery. Got a voltmeter and a USB-C on-off switch. Now the cigarette lighter socket would be for like plugging in more USB outlets or chargers. Thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Let's get started on the project. I was thinking of mounting them up on each side of the radio. It comes with this little console. 2 screws hold it up under. You can put it, under dash somewhere. Right there wouldn't work because it's by the key. I've already got an outlet over that side. And I just feel that the good spot for those would be on each side of the radio, that blank panel. That side's easy to get to because I can just open the glove box, pull the liner out. This side, I'm not sure. Comes with a wiring harness with the connectors. Is this going to mount in from the front? I just need to be able to reach into the back, put this nut on, and push those connectors on. Reaching up from the bottom is not going to work. I need to take a couple screws out of that instrument cluster, pull it out enough so I can get the crash pad or dash pad out from behind that bezel. I gotta go around the other side of the car. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can reach down in there easily. So that's the plan. Get the glove box out. I can get to the back side of that easy. I temporarily put the pad back in because I failed to mark where it is here. Because I'm going to try to center that thing in these openings, but without the pad, I didn't know how far up it went. So I got to draw a line on there. Then I'll attempt to show you a little trick on how to get that centered. Okay, the line is there. Let me pull this pad back out and I'll show you the trick. The way to do it without really measuring anything. Take some tape. See, I'm going to go along this side of the radio. This edge here. Now these are probably symmetric from each side, but I'm going to do it on both sides for illustration purposes here. so those are on there. I'm going to peel this off, try to get it all as one unit. And I didn't do that successfully. I think I can salvage it because I put a line on there. All right. So I'm going to label this bottom. That's a B. And this is the right side. So I'm going to put right R there. I'm going to take some scissors and cut this on my line so I have a square or rectangle. Okay. Now you fold it. I'm doing it so the sticky side is out. That way this tape doesn't stick to itself. That's in half that way. In that crease, I'm going to draw a line. Oh man, I messed that up. But okay, there's a line. So I'm going to fold it in half this way. And in that crease, so if I didn't use such fat lines, you would get the idea that crosshair is the center. I'm going to do a neater job on this other side. But then what you would do is you put the tape back on using the bottom edge, and I'm lining it up with my top mark there, like that. Right there is where that location needs to be. So you've got to center punch that, drill it, and I'm going to use a step bit to that step there. And get a center punch, punch that. I have a spring-loaded center punch. Since I did a sloppy job over there, I'm going to take this piece of tape, lay it on top of that one, and then punch it, because they should be the same. Those are my locations, and I didn't do any measuring. I'm going to drill a pilot hole first. Got some really powerful magnets. And I got a Ziploc bag because I don't want the metal to stick to the magnets and you can't get it off. I got sound insulating pad back there. It's going to gum up the bit, but that'll be all right. Battery time. A lot of YouTubers would have edited out that battery dying like that and just act like nothing happened. I like to show my blunders. Seemed to work good. Caught a lot of filings. I'm going to go pull the magnets out of the bag and drop those filings into a garbage can and then drill that hole. I got a little shelf to hold the clippings. Test fit. Use this bag off now. Look at that. Worked just like it should. I'm going to shove the wire harness down through the top, on top of the radio. Got it. There's the plugs. Before I go too far with it, I want to make sure I get this socket here connected. So go in there like that. I'm going to put the nut on there first on the back side. One down. And to come around the other side to do the little voltmeter. Slide the nut on the wires. Unique thing about this one, it's got a voltmeter and the power delivery and USB A is right there. But when this is closed, you can see the meter right through the cover. Now I just got two wires to hook up down here, black and a red. I have voltmeter right here that's got power when you turn the key on, so I just need to hook it up right where that voltmeter is. I have the wires hooked up down there. Turn the key on, voltmeter lights up. You can turn it off here also. I wanted these to go on and off with the key. This one over here, the cigarette lighter, is always powered. But I wanted my radio transmitter thing here to work with the key. And then that transmits the signal to the radio, 88.5, and then it'll work on the radio. That's how you put in some power outlets. Thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Please stay tuned to my channel for other videos. Bye.